Shalom. Yeah, we just had some technical difficulties. All right, but we about to go ahead.
This is Second Ezra 2:27. It says, "But be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance." Right? And in the previous verse, it said what? The servants of the Lord. He said, y'all ain't got to worry about that. Now, one of them shall basically perish. But it also said when all that when Jacob's trouble come, right? When all of the pain, the hurt, the anguish, right? The troubles, the calamities, the woes come on the people. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And they're basically sighing and crying. You're gonna be happy, man, and you're gonna have abundance, man. Okay, that's what we got coming to us and believing in this truth. Okay, and it says verse 28, it says, "The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord," man. Yeah, man. Say the heathen's gonna see. Imagine all hell breaking loose, wars going on, people being put to death all around you, ailments and sicknesses. And brothers, everywhere they go, they just got a giant chariot wherever they go, just following them around, making sure nothing happens to him, or an angel or something. Or he got spiritual powers, right? What are you gonna do, man? The brother saying in one of his videos, what do you do when Superman shows up to the block? Right? You know, it's game over, man. Your weapons won't work, nothing won't work, man. You know?
What that movie was, bro? Your boy said, "Game over, man." Game I know what you're talking about. It's like what the movie I was, bro. I don't know. Yeah, but the game really is about to be over. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. I got just one more verse. It says, "My hands shall cover thee," right? Going into the protection, right, of Yahweh Bashem Al Shah. It says, "So that thy children shall not see hell," man. So even men, some brothers have, children, within the truth too as well, man. It said, man, their children gonna be good, man. Their children gonna be protected in that time, man.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're gonna be protected, bro. All right, the Lord kept for us. All right, he kept for his servants. That's why we ain't out here doing this for nothing, man. All right, so we ain't no turning our back on the Lord. All right, because he ain't gonna turn his back on us. Ain't no going back into the world. Ain't no betraying the Lord, man. All right, we stamped that Yahweh Bashim outside on the forefront of our minds, and that's it. All right, that's what we living for. All right, we got a lot coming to us, bro. All right, like I said, the world and everything in it. All right, that's what's coming to a man of the Lord near you. Go ahead, bro. We have one.
This is Psalm 91. Might well start at the top. Psalm 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He will deliver thee from the snares of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust.
Yep.
His truth shall be thy sword and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor by the arrow that flies by day, nor from the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall by thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come. It shall not come near thee.
Yeah.
How about that out to back up what he said, man?
Yep.
The elect ain't gonna have to worry about anything happening to them, except when they get persecuted, but they're still of the Lord anyway.
Mhm.
But just regular stuff that gonna go on and get in trouble, elect ain't have to worry about it because the Lord gonna be there with him. You got a lot.
Yeah, we the most defenseless people, but the most protected at the same time. All right. That's why we don't need. That's the Lord showing His glory. All right. Hey, we don't need nothing. All right. We don't need the sword to come save us. Brother can get Psalms 44:6. I believe it should be. All right. We don't need the sword. All right. We don't need nothing carnal, nothing physical to save us, man. All right, because we got Yahweh Shai. The scriptures say, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. Ain't no beating the Lord. You can't box with the Lord. All right. We can't be plucked from his hands. All right. His being is beyond our imagination, man. All right. So if he said it, all right, and he gonna do it, then that's law. Ain't no overturning that. You got it?
Okay. This is Psalms 44. You understand? 4. Thou art my king, O power. Command deliverance for Jacob. Though thy will we push down our enemies, through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. For I would not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies and had put them to shame that hated us.
Yeah, and that's law, right? Through thy name, we gonna do these things. And the Lord has showed us time and time again, throughout the course of history, that He's protecting us, man. That He's with His people, especially the elect. Really the elect, man. Even Israel, and they wicked.
Right.
He didn't deliver them from captivity over and over and over again. So how much more the elect? The men that actually worship and serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. God.
Just really us coming out here, making video epistles, doing all the things that we said against Esau in his face, and still be able to go home and have a decent life without being troubled. That right there should raise everyone's spirit to a higher level, because we can really be put to death at any moment for the stuff that we're seeing, but the Lord makes sure none of that happens to us.
Yeah, he committed treason. These devils, they want to they won't lay their hands on us. But hey, you gotta wait on the Lord. And you can only do so much. You ain't gonna have a field day with the men of the Lord. You out your mind if you think that.
Hey, and you gotta ask for permission too.
Yeah.
Right. No, you gotta get permission about that one, big brother.
Ain't no just doing that. Come on. Ain't no just doing that, man. Yeah, but we ain't gonna believe in our. Hey, Jake out here talking about, yeah, I got blue tips and all this and all. I got the switches. All right, we gonna see. We gonna see if that's gonna be able to save you. When Esau come with a gun that can stop your heart, and EMPs and flashbangs and tanks and Humvees. Let's see if the modern day sword can save you when that's going on. When the enemy come in like a flood, when you gotta disappear in order to stay alive. Let's see if a switch is gonna save you in that day. You gotta do it.
Hey, because they got shit, brother. When you go into the central intelligence of the agency, they got shit that look like a pin. They'll click a button, that bitch will shoot across the room, it'll hit you, give you a heart attack, and nobody never knew what happened. Or you just had a heart attack.
Don't forget about the small drone with a bomb.
Yeah, with the bomb. Put a hole in the middle of your head, man. Yeah. What you gonna do against that? What you gonna do?
Then they're robot army. Y'all think y'all gonna fight against the regular army? No, they know them. They know them guys ain't gonna do nothing. That's why they showing you these robots, just to get you ready, because these gonna be the one that gonna put hell upon everybody, not just Jake. You got it,
You already said, bro. It's gonna be hella to the captain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, like the brother was saying, Esau got drones, man, and he got robots and he's got technology. Obviously, Jake is not watching the clips of everything that's going on with Ukraine and Russia, man. And those people are actual soldiers. They actual soldiers out there fighting for their country and getting blown to smithereens, man. So how much more is he gonna let loose on Jake when it's time, right? If he doing that to his own people, he gonna let Jake have the best of the cream of the crop of his technology, because he want to see him die in those different fashions, man.
And don't get their rocks off on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, imagine being at war with a whole country. You a soldier and you at war with a whole nother country. Jake think he doing something in his city in the 17th. Beefing with niggas 5 minutes away from him. You ain't never been in no war. You don't know what a war is like. Whatever, man, come on, man. Hey, this not what people think this is. What's coming, those days it's never been a day like this ever in history. All right. Hey, so let's see if Jay gonna be able to save himself out of it. All right, because you can't. Go ahead.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. It says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through our power to the pulling down the stronghold."
The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Right? It's not tangible. It's not physical, right? This is a war beyond what we can see. This is a war against spirits and principalities how I said I'm butchering it.
It's a wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Yeah,
Rulers of darkness, man.
yeah,
Principality, spiritual wickedness in high
in
places.
high places. Yeah, this a whole nother level, Jay. So you could get your what is called the bug out bags, as much the ammo crates. What that nigga Pooh Shiesty, he said you ain't never bought a crate of grenades.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what all this gets you though. It ain't gonna help you. It ain't gonna work. You can't go against somebody whose blessing is to kill, man. It's literally this man blessing. All right, but it all goes back to what? Having that faith. All right, if you don't have faith in the Lord, then you're gonna die. The unfaithful is gonna die in their unfaithfulness.
Yep.
All right, the only weapon that we have is our faith in the Lord, man. That's it.
That's on the back of that.
Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, and verse 12. It says, "For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and the spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the hearts," man.
Yep.
You know? So it's telling you that our weapons of warfare is not carnal, but what? This is the ultimate weapon that we got. This, hey man, the scriptures, hey man, it pierces you through your soul, man. Your spirit. And that's what that one say, a wounded spirit, who could bear? You know? Hey man, when you get cut to the deepness of your spirit, it's nothing you can do about that. That's like you tormenting yourself day in, day out, you know?
Yeah. Can't bear it.
There's no physical medicine you can take to heal that wound.
Yeah. If you get shot, you know, if you survive, it'll close back up. But when you get cut by these scriptures, ain't
Yeah.
nothing you can do
Yeah,
after that.
you're gonna be leaking.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just walking around leaking.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why when people hear this, they got a strong hate and disdain for us. You can see their emotions just go through the roof because they hurting. The words that we speak, we ain't out here putting our hands on people. We not coming out here being violent. All we doing is speaking the Bible, speaking the truth. So it's not us, it's the scriptures that's cutting you, man. It's the scriptures that's giving these people hell. They hate us because they hate the Lord. All we doing is doing the work of the Lord. We speaking the words of the Lord. That's it.
That's it, bro.
So it's because they hate the Lord, man. The Lord is cutting them through us, through his men, through his words. You want to say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say they had that, that basically in the movie, the Book of Eli, they had the guy who had all the power, right? He had the whole squadron. He had them running around, basically infiltrating people's homes, taking all their goods, killing people, setting people up to, to fall and all the rest of that kind of stuff. But his main objective was to basically retrieve the scriptures, man, from basically from the character Denzel Washington, and the other guy is Gary Oldman, man. But in the movie, what did he tell him, man? He said, Sensible, go get the scriptures. Nobody could read. Nobody could read, but he knew. And he could read because there was basically a generation that came up after him. Okay? And he told him, man, it's a weapon, and he screamed it, and he meant it with all his might, man. Because he knew that if he got a hold, that devil knew if he got a hold to the scriptures, man, that he would have power over the people.
Yeah, this that weapon, man. Word, Yahweh Shai, the comforter, the scriptures. That's that weapon. And that's why, hey, that's spiritual powers in itself. On a smaller level. Because a regular 2/3, I can't come read this and understand this. You can't. The mysteries was given unto the elect, man. To those men who was slated for salvation.
I got a quick precept for you. This is Jeremiah 23 and verse 29, just to back that brother up. It says, "Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces?" Right, man. So like you said, the Lord's word, man. Even within the same book, he said basically he will put the words into Jeremiah's mouth, right? You know, and it will be like unto fire, and the people will be wood, man. You know, so the Lord, the Lord's word itself just crushes the people's spirit, man. You know, it brings everybody to a hush mode. You know, put hush. No, go ahead. You got it.
Time. You got one, bro?
When they get that,
Fucking Jake in the screen, buddy.
they get that Jeremiah one you talking about.
You get something.
This Jeremiah 5 and verse 14.
We got Anton.
Wherefore thus says Yahweh power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my word in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. Just to back the brother up, this word is like a fire unto the 2/3 of our people and the rest of the nation. That's why they get so mad and upset when they hear the truth of it. They want to fight because God is love and Jesus is love, and you're not in the spirit of Jesus. We're not in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Yeah, we know. Hey, we know the true power, man. The issue is coming. You don't. You think you. But we know the secrets. We know the mysteries. All right. Hey man, the Lord done got intimate with us,
Yeah,
man.
we got the unction.
Yeah.
I seen the Holy One. You know? And I had a point I just wanted to make, bro. I just got it. That's
Why they worry about death? We know what death is. We know death is not the end.
yeah.
Matter of fact, we know what happened right after death.
And it show you and it show you what's true and what's not. Cause y'all can't, like, the people of the world can't cut us. Only y'all could get cut. And you can only get cut because there's a breach, in the doctrine in your belief system, man. Because it's wrong. It's wrong.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
How Jake gonna say he has the truth? The scriptures tell you that the of the truth, basically there's no lie that's of the truth.
Yeah.
So if you saying that you don't have basically 100% true, somewhere within your teachings is a lie.
Yeah.
You know, I say Jake is just dumb, man.
Teaching 90% of the truth is
It's
crazy.
not the truth. It's not the truth.
not
It's got to be at 100%.
Still teaching.
Bro, it's either 100% or zero.
Nothing.
Right.
Or nothing. That's it.
Like the scripture say, a little leaven, still leavening the whole lump.
Right? So, bro.
Fucking goes in.
Yeah, but you can't cut truth. You can't cut truth. All right, so when people get cut, it just lets you know, it's an indication that what? They don't have the truth. That's it. All right, so you can get your panties in a bunch. It don't change anything. All right, we know what we believe in, man.
Look at Vocab Malone. That man went way across over there to England just to mess with them brothers and still got cut. Vocab, there's no GMS group you can go to and try to confound them. You're just going to continue to get cut. And it's going to get to the point where those cuts going to add up and you just going to take it out. Honestly speaking.
Yeah.
With authority.
Yeah, so, yeah, man, you know,
I got something.
kind of weird.
This is John chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Yeah. The truth shall make you free. Right? What? Free from what? These strongholds, all right? Free from wickedness, these doctrines, man, these philosophies. All right? Free. You know?
Ultimately free from the fear of death.
Yeah. Free from the fear or the sting of death, man. Hey, that's what the truth do. All right, so when you receive the truth, all right, and it cuts you loose and it cuts you free, all right, from the things that hold down the people in this world, all right, you become a whole unmovable, unbendable person, man. All right, to everything that comes your way, especially concerning doctrines and philosophies and things of that nature. All right, when it comes down to your faith, you get the truth, you become unbendable. All right, ain't no breaking, man. When you believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You got one?
Yeah, this is I'm gonna start a little bit up. This is Ephesians 4 and verse 11. It says, and he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and some teachers. It says for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach, right? So we tell people all the time, starting with the elders and apostles at Great Millstone on down, man. And this is what a proper doctrine is. This is what a 100% truth is, man. Right? Follow the elders and apostles, man. Okay, and the different brethren, the different teachers. Okay, and it says, till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of a Mashiach, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie and wait to deceive, man. Okay, so basically, long story short, okay, if you don't have this 100% doctrine, man, okay, what's going to happen, man? You're going to be tossed to and fro, man. Okay, when you have the truth, and you have the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah working with you, you're going to know it's the truth, man. Okay, that's what it's telling you. Okay, but Jake is all over the place, man, by basically, different doctrines and wayward camps.
Okay. Yeah, so man, with that, to all the Akim and believers out there, just keep pushing, put your best foot forward. Keep your faith strong. We might be, feeble. Down here, we might not have the money. We might not be rich. We might not have any women checking for us. But we are king. We kings. Through the spirit, man. We got the whole world and everything in it that's coming to us. Right. So with that, we're gonna close out. We're gonna give infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Krakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.